Well, hi. It's not easy to be certain of your topic and where to start. All of us began this online course creation, this entrepreneurial course creation journey at different points. I certainly know that I struggled when I first started saying, oh, this is what I'm going to lean into. This is the topic. And I went through a few iterations. So, some of the clues that we've learned and that other people have experienced. Go gentle, go easy, but let's take a look at drilling down on how you might start defining your course topic. So let's look at this. So, to begin with, you got to know what you stand for. That's just true of everything, right? So, if you're not sure about your topic, let's begin with the 4 P's. All right? Now, here's what the 4 P's of course creation success look like. It's what you stand for. It's the character of your business. And if you're not certain of this, and I know because I waffled and I listened to this one and I listened to that one, and it was confusing sometimes. So think about what your 4 P's are. And so it's powerful, passionate, professional, and proficient. Now, so under the powerful piece, what exactly are you hoping to accomplish for your customer learner? What is that growth they're going to get? And know that for certain. Start with that in mind. Then what do you stand for, right? Doesn't matter on your topic, it's what you're standing for here. And then in terms of passionate, what is the lifestyle you're after? What is your voice? What are your goals? What do you want out of life, right? And then for the professional piece, what standards, guidelines, and ethics, what evidence do you work towards? You've done jobs, you've done work, you've maybe had a profession, and it doesn't matter if you were a housekeeper, you have certain standards and guidelines. What do you stand for professionally? How is your course going to be looking? And then, of course, proficiency is the 4th P. And what kind of systems and policies and procedures do you want to have in place? What do you imagine your business is going to be like? And again, as a homemaker, you have uh, systems that you've set up to handle all of the many, many management functions of a home. There's policies, whether it's leave the shoes at the door or uh, you know, when air filters get changed and how you manage your pantries and the roof repairs and just the millions of things that you are proficient at in caring for a home as a homemaker. So these are the 4 P's of really any success, but these are the 4 P's for course creation success. When you know what kind of business you want to have and what you stand for, that kind of sets the stage for everything you'll do from here on out as you decide on your topic. So remember too that not everyone begins at the same starting place. So not everyone can end up at the same finish line at the same time. So that the second principle here is go easy, go gentle. Don't think that you can jump to the front of the line because somebody promised you that you can create a course in a weekend and you'll make $1 million in a month. Just breathe a little bit on that and begin with where you are at. Now, this is so important because when we are not yet certain of how to do all the pieces of an online course creation business or entrepreneurial course creation business, um, we can feel really fuzzy, and it is so easy to get pulled in other people's direction, to listen and see the flash and the bling and the allure and the temptations and the quick fixes like, oh, I'd like to do that. Oh, I'd like to have that happen. I'd like it to be that quick. The business is kind of set up that way to expect and to treat our customers as if they're really not capable of learning something, that everybody wants something quick. Well, that's partly true, but trust and respect yourself that you've got a process to go through here and that your customers as learners will as well. Because, we all have life, and sometimes we have pretty intense personal conditions that can sidetrack us and can hold us from our dreams and intentions. And we kind of beat ourselves up because we're putting too much on our shoulders early on. Imagine having lost a job and now being panicked, and all of a sudden you've got to make this business work, and you've got to create a course, you've got to have a topic, you got to have it right now. Um, or the loss of a spouse, or a move, or there's so many things that we can go through that are really tough. Our health, that they can be intense personal conditions that we feel we have to make this big decision now. And whenever we have to make these big decisions from a point of intensity and complexity in our life, it makes those decisions even more difficult. So breathe and understand where you are at right now in your life. And, it's not always easy to do, but just begin by staking your flagpole in the ground of what you want to do. And just say, this is what I am choosing today. As you do that one topic, you're going to learn and you're going to grow, and it'll become more, and maybe a different direction, but maybe it's more advanced than what you're starting with. But just begin today. Don't try to make it 5, 10 years from now, or even 6 months from now. Begin with what you have and what you know and where you're at. Now, most of us face 6 decision dilemmas when trying to settle on a course topic. So I'm going to take you through these, and as you think about these, write down where you're at with these. Use this as kind of a workbook and say, oh, that's what I'm thinking, or oh, yeah, that's the topic, or oh, that's the niche that I want to work in. So let's go through these as 6 decision dilemmas that are common to pretty much all of us. So the first decision dilemma is simply choosing and laying claim to your topic idea. That's pick something today, because it takes a little courage, because you're putting yourself out there. This is personal when you're starting a business, and you're putting your voice out there. Have a little faith. You've accomplished other things in your life. Right now you're choosing for today. And a little self-awareness and honesty. I could say I'd like to choose a course on financial management, and how to teach struggling course creators how to be millionaires. Well, for my self-awareness, I wouldn't really love that topic. I'm really not interested in it. And even though I could see perhaps there's a better path to making money choosing that direction, I know that's not right for me. So that's what I mean by self-awareness and honesty, and that avoiding the temptation of chasing something that it looks like you should do or somebody else would advise you to do. And then certainly some self-kindness. You don't quite have it figured out yet. That's okay. Be patient and tender with yourself. You'll get there. And that patience is key to starting anything, right? You don't start out knowing how to be a master pole vaulter the first time you grab I don't even know what the stick's called. A vaulting stick? I don't know what it is. Pole. It's got to be a pole. And you don't suddenly do that. You have to kind of muck up a few times and learn how to strengthen different muscles and strategies, right? So we need patience and consistency. But then also personal acceptance for where you are, who you are, and all the things you've already accomplished. Okay? Very important, these simple things of choosing and laying claim to your topic idea. Now, the remedy to this first dilemma is to trust that you will grow and evolve in your business and expertise, because you will. You've done it a million times in your life already. And that with everything we do, remember, we all start out as beginners. The thing, we crawl, we walk before we run. So just trust yourself in this. You've crawled, walked, and run on so many things in your life. You can do this as well. So remove those angst periods. Now, the second decision dilemma is that 2 things get jumbled and smushed together, especially when we feel like a novice. We're not too sure what we're doing. We're listening to this person tell us to do this, and oh, there's this expert over there. So first, if you are in a desperate financial or emotional situation, and then add all the craziness and inflated claims, like, oh, you're going to be a millionaire in a week, and outright marketing manipulation, and there's some dishonesty in this business space. If you put those two things together, and there's a lot of people that started, me included, that started out in this business really needing to make money. And then there's been times in my life, I'll give an example for emotional situation. I was in the earthquake in Haiti, and ended up serving as a lead at the epicenter. And the people that I met, the desperation, the horrors, I was frantic, and I mean frantic, to figure out how to get a nonprofit started and to do all the things I needed to do to make money so I could help these people I'd fallen in love with. Just amazing. And so trying to come up with a course and the right topic was really difficult for me to navigate all of the bling and fancy stuff that was going on in the online content creation business at the time. There's so many people showing you their garage and their cars. I don't know what was with that, but trying to put those two things together and jumbled and smushed was really difficult for me, and a train wreck. It made it very, very hard. So have you been doing that too? Maybe you don't have to have been in Haiti in a earthquake, but just a financial pressure or an emotional change, or there's so many things we all go through, and it's what's real for you. So the third decision dilemma that can be a dilemma is that we just simply have too many topic choices. Some people can really be focused on one thing and do that deep dive, and they don't need blinders on. They don't see other options in life. And then there's some of us that have a lot of interests and want to do everything. And so that makes it really difficult. But for this too many topic choice idea, just breathe and remember, choose for today. And build and learn the processes that you need to be an entrepreneurial course creator. So the remedy for this one is, when you've got all these ideas, is meet yourself where you're at. And, some people will have a place of certainty from which to get course creating. And generally those people have been doing something for a while, or they have a more linear focus, or they just, something rose to the top and they're just going to go do it. And others will be starting with a blank slate. And sometimes those blank slates, when they look at us, create uncertainty. So just begin where you're at and trust for today. And now the fourth decision dilemma is not knowing where your topic fits. So there's a lot of broad categories. This is a busy slide, but you'll be able to look at it again and just choose. Is it coaching, relationships, career direction, self-improvement, health and wellness, personal development, professional skills, business courses or entrepreneurship, personal investing and financing, making money online, fitness and health are huge, IT and software, academic and K through 12, marketing, design, photography, video, fashion and beauty, arts and crafts, hobbies. And this is just a list of 15 broad categories. There's more. I don't see anything in here about animal science or pets. There's horticulture, gardening. Really, I knew a lady once who had a bunch of livestock and therefore a lot of manure. And she literally made a business of bagging and selling manure. So, and she was quite successful. So don't ever underestimate what category. This is just a sampling to help you understand that there's a good chance that your topic is going to fit possibly in one of these, or in some other topic like selling dirt so and soils. So think about this and jot down some ideas where it fits. Now, your fifth decision dilemma is that your topic must be authentically you and based on these 6 elements. Uh, a personal passion or something you like and enjoy, a personal skill and competence, that you know some shortcuts, distinctions, you have experience and things you like to share. And above all, it must make you happy and joyful. And fourth, you feel an ease and a flow when you're on topic with this particular topic. And you should have a solid knowledge of the topic beyond opinions or emotional attachments or anger. And then sixth, you have some experience with the topic. You know what works, you failed, you've tried things. Now, why these 6 elements? Those seemed a little lengthy when we talk about how do I know what topic to choose? Well, these 6 elements are critical because you're going to be spending a lot of time, energy, brain power, and some money on this. So it should be something that you want to do. And you know what? Ethically, you will be asking others to part with their hard-earned money because you're going to help them do the same thing that you're wanting to teach them or train them. And it'll also show pretty quickly if the topic is not one of your favorites. It's hard to get engaged if you don't really love what you're doing. And when we enjoy something, we're better at it. And besides, you know what, folks, life is short. Why work on mediocrity? So dilemma 6 is the last one, is this narrowing it down, this choosing a topic, not a program. So learn to change a spark plug is a topic. Learn to repair a car is a program. We got to remember, we got to learn to walk first before we can run. So let's just work on the spark plug before we work on the whole car. So choose a topic. And as Richard Branson says, a big business starts small. Begin with where you're at. Trust yourself. Be kind. Start today and lean into that, and you will keep learning and growing and building your topic.